Hey everyone, welcome back to The Long Dark. Well, I guess it's kind of The Long Dark. Today we're on The Long Dark's page, the Dead Diary page. We recently got the June one just a few hours ago, and I want to just take a look at it, see what we can be expecting from Tales from the Far Territory Part 3. Should be something to look forward to. So, as you guys know, they did take a little bit of a longer time trying to get this out. So, they're expecting a launch towards the end of June. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I know they said one thing and couldn't deliver on that, but you know what? They take more time to get a more polished, clean game out, clean update. I'm all for it. So like I said, we can be expecting this launch towards the end of June. And they're also adding a basic survival mode free June update as well. The first thing here, we have Frontier Cooking. This is going to be a huge addition to part three. They've added 7 new recipes into the game, more complicated foods that involve complicated ingredients. So things like rabbit stew, fish pies. I did see pancakes as well. So that's going to make, everything look a little more interesting. Maybe when you go to loot a POI or a structure, maybe there's going to be more things to find. They're also adding a skillet, which you can see in the picture here. That looks pretty cool. That looks like something I would make some French toast on there. That's really cool. That's going to add a lot more diversity, I think, to the cooking aspect. And the cooking aspect really did kind of need that little spice, you know? It really needed a little bit of an interesting overhauled cooking interface, and it looks like they're going to be delivering on that with a completely overhauled cooking user interface. So that should be good. Like I said, the pancakes looks like we have peach pie, ptarmigan pie as well, and rabbit pie. So that's going to be pretty cool to be able to cook with. Again, it's going to really spice up what you can make it a little more diverse. Now, look at here. It looks like there's almost levels you have to get to in order to cook it, right? So you got to get to level cooking 3 to make peach pie, and level 4 to make pancakes. It's definitely a new cooking system that we haven't seen before. Now, also, the placement and frequency of the new food items is going to be balanced for interloper players. So, obviously, interloper, the loot's more spread out, so we're not going to find as many recipes, which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. But regardless, the new cooking interface looks very cool. Definitely something to look forward to. Next, we actually have a new type of wildlife. This is the ptarmigan. The little ptarmigan is a nude wildlife they added in part 3. They can be found in most regions, but prefer more remote, higher ground. So to me, that kind of screams, maybe the top levels of Ash Canyon, maybe the top levels of Timberwolf Mountain, and maybe some of those pretty big hills in Mystery Lake that these birds can be found. And you can see the picture here does take place, as far as I can see, the fishing huts, the island in the middle. That screams Mystery Lake to me. So it's going to be a little interesting to try to find these guys, and it looks like you can utilize them in a couple of new crafting recipes as well. So that is always cool. Next, we have new tool variants. You can see here in the picture, there's a little different revolver there, as well as maybe a little cup of coffee. I don't even know what that is, but it looks new. So they added new revolver variants, new bow variants, alternate flashlight. Each of the items is going to have a unique look and some stat differences, which is good. Adds some more variety as well to their basic counterparts. And all of these items relating to cooking will be available in new or existing save files. So that's also really good because now we don't have to start ours over again to get these new features. So that's awesome. Now, if you're in the free update, didn't want to pay for the DLC, which I can completely understand, they do have a base game survival update. This is for the free version. They overhauled fishing, provide more freedom where you can fish, as well as some new species of fish. So that should really make fishing a little better. You can see the picture here. That's pretty unique, but the new fish species you can see, they look pretty cool. And I hope this is in the Tales from the Far Territory DLC as well, because I would definitely love to play around with that. And finally, as we explore the regions, we'll come across a new type of harvestable plant, burdock. I assume it's going to be kind of like cattails. You just have to dig out the root, and the root can be eaten raw or cooked up into a recipe for calories or made into a warming tea. So that's good. That's another tea variant, with the rosehip, reishi, birch bark. Now we have burdock tea that we can make. So that's great. And it seems like that is it for now. So part 3, definitely going to be a bit of a change. I would almost argue it's going to be bigger than part 2 with the shortwave radio. Obviously, the shortwave radio is pretty important. The frontier cooking and the new recipes are going to play a much bigger part, I think, in the basic game. than the handheld radio is. So that's all from the Dev Diary, June 2023. Again, we're expecting a release date sometime at the end of June, and we'll be back with hopefully a new Dev Diary sometime soon regarding Part 4 if it does come out. So if you guys made it this far, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.